Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone in between, welcome to the comedy extravaganza that is The Adventures of E. Strap yourselves in because in this podcast we dive into hilarious personal stories, mishaps, and everyday life. From the awkward encounters at the grocery store to trying to adult in a world that seems determined to trip us up at every turn. So whether you're listening during your commute or just kicking back with a cup of coffee, get ready to laugh until your sides hurt. Here's your host, Elissa.
What am I doing?
You can do the introduction today.
Well, hello, everybody.
Okay, let's not do it like Farmer Bill.
Farmer Bill.
No, that's not.
Should I do it like Harry Carey?
No.
Hello, everybody. This is Howdy Cowdy here.
Don't do.
No?
No.
No? Okay.
No. Just your regular voice would be great.
Okay. All right. I got you.
You're so good to me.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back for the third episode of season 2 of The Adventures of E.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
I am the not so famous co-host, Jason.
I am the not so famous host, Elissa.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, we've got a lot to talk about this episode. We've got merch live on the website. We've got t-shirts going.
Yes.
And everybody that has ordered so far, thank you very much. Love it.
We love you.
Yep. We appreciate the support, and we're going to keep doing some things. I think we may branch out, maybe try and do a hat before too long, or maybe some other fun stuff on some t-shirts.
Yeah, we'll see how my depression's going.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's been kind of rough lately.
Yeah, the depressies have been a little rough.
Oh, man. Sad but rad. You're welcome.
Yeah. It's like a trash bash.
Keep it trashy. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I really took it there, didn't I?
It's okay. It's dark. It's deep, Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah. No, you're not.
I'm done with you right now.
Why are you done with me right now?
That was just gross.
Why? Because it's deep?
And dark.
Well,
no, it was just weird the way you said it.
Okay, I'm not referencing your vagina, honey.
Well, now you've definitely made it weird.
Yeah, I know.
For everybody involved.
Yeah. So, hey, Tom, you got awkward hands now?
Oh, I'm sure he's like, ew.
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 Oh my God.
That's exactly what he's doing right now.
Probably.
Oh well.
You're welcome.
Anyway, so we had a long day today. You had to take me out shopping because the depressies were pretty bad.
Yeah.
We went plant shopping because Jason has become a plant daddy. Tell us all about it, Jason.
Well, so like if you remember in the previous episode where we had talked about like the time off in between jobs and things like that, like I had kind of gotten into like organizing and doing some things and updating some things. Well, I took our bourbon room and started moving some things around to create Studio B, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I started realizing that, some of these plants weren't getting very good care because we weren't spending a ton of time in this room. We're busy, the dogs, all this other stuff. And it's just kind of a different, space separated away from the rest of the house. And so I started noticing that the plants were kind of dying and we had some issues. And so I started trying to take care of them and nurture them back. And then the ones that died, obviously, we got rid of. And then
they died.
Yeah, they gone.
R.I.P. to JC.
Yeah. DC to JC.
Mm-hmm.
Out the trash. But so we found this local little spot, which was pretty cool. What is it? Northern Tropics.
Mm-hmm.
Like little mom and pops type plant place, like this little single greenhouse.
She has become Jason and my mom's plant dealer.
Yeah, it's worse than cocaine in the 80s. Yeah.
Wow, what a weird analogy.
Hey.
But hey, okay.
Yeah, but this tiny little greenhouse, and you walk in, and it's like a fucking jungle. Like it is.
It
cool.
is.
It is very cool. Super sweet, super nice, super helpful.
Mm-hmm.
So we bought a few plants and, started kind of tweaking some things. And then
Then we bought a few more.
And, started enjoying this process more. And all of a sudden the bourbon room like had all these plants in it. It was like really cool. And I was like, ooh, we have hanging space we need to utilize. So I put up this rack and this bar. So
Because
that
in
that
true
way.
Jason fashion, you were like, oh, look, There's an opportunity to shove more shit right here.
No, not shove more shit. It looks
Shove
phenomenal.
more plants right here.
It looks phenomenal. Thank you very much.
So then you were cut loose with Mother at the plant place, and how'd that go?
Yeah, there was a Saturday. I think you were working. Or
Oh
so,
yeah,
you know,
I'm sure I was
something.
at work. That's where I live.
And Mom hadn't been out of the house in a little bit. I was like, you know what? Let's go to the plant place. Just for shits and giggles. Holy hell! I
They
ended
came home with
yeah.
so much shit.
like 2 boxes of stuff. Like I spent 2.5 hours repotting everything.
He was like, "Look, honey, look what I got you," and I was like, "You
But I
mean
did.
look what you got you?"
But I did. No, I got you some nice things to look at.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just take care of them. They're my little children.
Come on, little children.
Hello.
Oh yeah, Mrs. Doubtfire reference for the win.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you.
So yeah, I've become addicted to horticulture.
Hoarder. You are a hoarder. Yes.
Horticulture.
Hoarder culture too.
I am not a hoarder.
Bullshit.
I am not a
You're
hoarder.
a hoarder of furniture, Jason Michael.
Hoarder of furniture? How so?
What do you mean how so?
How so?
How long have you had the coffee table that's downstairs in our living room?
The one that I made specifically for our living room?
Or, I mean the bourbon room. That's what I meant.
That was my great-grandmother's.
I know, but like I said, you are a hoarder of furniture.
Okay, so that's one coffee table.
We also have a chair that we've toted I don't know how many places.
What chair?
The red chair.
That was my great-grandfather's.
But do you see where I'm going with this?
Those are two specific sentimental things.
But you have a furniture problem, sir.
I do not. Those are two things. That's not hoarding. That's not hoarding.
That's not the only two things,
Nope.
but we'll let it go then.
No. Come on, bring it.
What else we got? We got I don't know how many nightstands that you've had for eons.
Nope, I have no attachment to those, and I've told you multiple times.
But we still have them.
I've told you we can get rid of them.
What else we got?
And I don't have the nightstands. Mom has her nightstands stuffed in her closet.
That were
Spares.
yours.
Yeah, hours years ago.
Yours. Then they became ours.
Okay, so last known
Time
spec
of death.
was ours.
We got other stuff I can't remember now because you put me on the spot like that.
Okay, so do we want to talk about like multiple closets and clothes?
We
and-
can. I don't
okay,
care.
Yeah.
Yeah, you thought you were going to get me. I
Nah.
don't care.
I know you don't.
But so at the plant place, I was able to get a mimosa and walk around and look at plants.
Yeah, let's tell them which plant place did we go today?
The Allisonville Nursery.
Yeah, down in Fishers.
Yeah. And so I got them
Super hoity-toity high end.
very fancy.
Yeah,
And prices reflect that.
like a candle the size of my face for $250 kind of
I
pricey.
know. And then there was that vase, that vase,
Vase.
that was $200.
Yeah, that was kind of absurd.
Yeah, like crazy.
But then they had this really cool like porcelain plant pot that had like goldfish like embossed on it that you really wanted. It was like $18.
Yeah, I know.
Like-
It was really weird.
Yeah.
But the plants were expensive too,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the bigger stuff, yeah.
especially the bigger stuff.
Yeah. Typically that's how it goes.
Then we went and saw your mistress.
Mistress.
Your mistress.
My mistress, get an IKEA.
He loves IKEA.
I do. I love IKEA. I don't know why.
Oh, I don't either.
Like, and that's the thing. Like, I had never been to an IKEA until it came to Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember, like, the hype around it. Like, everybody's like, oh, go to IKEA. And I was like, no, I'm going to wait for everything to die down. And we did.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went and we walked through, and it was just like,
He heard the
how-
angels sing, and he was like, "I'm home."
I'm like, this is the ultimate perfection of shopping organization. Like, they put things in order
They herd people like cattle
that makes
through the
sense.
store.
Yes, with deals everywhere. Deals everywhere, right? Last chance sales everywhere. I mean, and then you get to the very end, and the pièce de résistance is the as-is section at the very end, right before the register. The last chance, ditch effort to save a piece of IKEA product.
It is like the ghetto of IKEA in there,
I know, I love it.
in the last chance area.
I love it. Like, you walk through these huge racks of like stored boxes and where you pick up all your pieces to build your cabinets. And then it's this little as is section, this little corner that's just like, please come save me.
And I mean, it's the most ratchet shit in there.
Yeah, like
The
boards.
the couches with no covering on them.
Yeah.
It was just
The fluff.
Phil.
The
Yeah.
fluff.
Just hanging out.
Yeah. It was a couch that was wearing lingerie. Think of it that way. It wasn't
It
wearing
was a
full-
laundry couch.
a laundry couch.
Laundry couch.
Yeah. So it was a little skimpy. We'll just leave it at that.
It was
Skimpy.
naked. It was naked.
Yeah.
Naked as the day it was born or made. That was
Or
weird.
Conceived or
Thought
thought up.
I think
or,
it.
Okay.
Wow.
Moving-
Okay.
Moving along.
Yeah.
So I love IKEA. So everybody knows that now. I love IKEA. So feel free to make fun of me. Don't care. I love it.
He's still gonna go there. He
Oh,
don't
yeah.
give a shit.
Fuck yeah. And you loved some of the cabinets and stuff like that. And
Yeah, I like the cabinets. I like the nicer stuff that's obviously not cheap usually.
Right.
Because that's who I am as a person.
well, right. You're not cheap.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Trust me.
Yeah.
I know. How much was my mimosa today at the plant place?
You know
like
what?
$9.
I didn't even look. And it was like the tiniest little, like in a little tiny cup, like a
Cup.
shot cup.
Yeah, I mean,
It wasn't even like
she-
in a wine glass.
She
or
filled
a
it to the
fluted
top
glass.
though too.
Oh yeah, she
I
did.
give her that.
Yeah, I think she dumped it on herself too a little bit.
Well, I dumped it on myself too.
Yeah, well,
It happens. It
Yeah.
happens.
but it was still enjoyable.
Speaking of like food, I found out at work recently that I'm very weird about food.
How so?
So, okay, I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay.
And I know what we do in our house,
Mm-hmm.
but if you went to somebody's house
Mm-hmm.
and you were going to eat a hamburger and you're like, hey, can I have the ketchup? And they grab an open bottle of ketchup out of the cabinet, are you going to eat it?
An open bottle? Like how?
Mhm.
What do you mean open? Like it's been used?
It's been
before?
used and it's in the cabinet. Would you use it?
Like room temperature?
Yeah.
I prefer refrigerated once it's been opened.
Right. But
Yeah.
apparently I'm a weirdo when it comes to that because you can eat it unrefrigerated.
You
I
can.
guess.
You can.
If
But
that
it's a
freaks-
personal preference for me.
That freaks me the fuck out though.
But why?
I don't know. It freaks me out.
Why? I mean, do you think it's gonna make you sick or something? Or
I don't know if it's that or like the thought of the ketchup being room temperature kind of freaks me out.
well,
But then I eat ketchup packages every now and again.
you eat the packages?
Not the packages. But
You
the,
use ketchup packets.
Yeah.
Okay. I was about to
I
say. I was
don't-
like, wait a second. We've got a
don't-
bigger
I don't
conversation
eat
we need
the-
to have here.
I don't eat the foil, guys. It's fine. It's fine.
I eat foil.
Okay, butter at our house.
Yes.
We have a stick of butter out on the counter in a specific butter dish that has a lid.
Mm-hmm.
I like for that butter to be used in a week.
Okay.
And that was weird to them.
Yeah, and honestly, until we got together, I was never like no butter on the counter. Like I always had like a cold, like butter, a spreadable butter or
Mhm.
margarine, something in the fridge, and that's how I consumed butter type product. Never on the counter at room temperature.
Yeah, just a stick in the butter dish.
Right, but that I just never.
Yeah.
That's never something that. Yeah, even my great grandmother didn't do that.
Well, then I thought one of the girls has chickens and she puts her eggs in the fridge. And I was like, if they're from the chicken
Mm-hmm.
and you wipe them and you clean them off, you're not supposed to refrigerate them, I guess.
I don't know.
That's just what I've heard, but I don't have chickens and I think that's weird too. So I put my eggs in the fridge, but
I mean, we would have learned if we would have gotten chicken years ago.
they freak me out. I'm afraid they're going to peck my eye out. I'm not joking.
Did we ever tell that story?
I don't know.
Yeah, about you wanting chickens and begging me to get chickens because we went to Tractor Supply or Rural King or some
Oh my God,
shit.
They
the
get
little
me
baby
every year.
chicks
They get me every
running
year.
around cheep, 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 all this other stuff. And then finally, one year, I'm like, all right, we'll build a coop. We'll do this.
And then I panicked and was like, I can't. I
Yeah,
can't, no.
You literally looked at me and were like, you said yes. No.
Hard pass.
Yeah. And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So I was very confused by that.
I'm afraid one of them is going to peck my eye out. Like,
That-
not joking.
That's when you grab it by the neck and just make it dinner.
Are you going to defeather it?
Sure.
And cut it up? 'Cause
Sure.
I don't touch raw meat, man. Can you imagine me choking a chicken? That sounds dirty.
I can.
Shut up.
I can imagine it.
Shut up, Jason. That's not what I meant.
Okay.
Anyway, like, seriously, I can't touch raw meat. What the fuck do you think I'm
But
going
yet
to do?
you can put your hands inside somebody's body,
Yeah, that's not as weird.
which is odd to me because that's raw meat too.
There's some concerning factors here.
Yeah, I mean that's raw meat. Oh, you're bleeding out from your artery. Here, let me Let me plug
I
that.
have held intestines in one time. That doesn't bother me, but I also think it's in the moment. Like, there's no time to think about it either.
So if you were like, okay, all right. So if you had some crazy guy come up to you and put a gun to your head and said, "Oh, you gotta defeather this chicken and cut it up and all this other stuff," would you touch it because it's in the moment and you've got the adrenaline rushing?
I mean, if he was gonna kill me, yeah. Ugh, I can't do it on a regular basis though. It freaks me out.
Even if you were to like mentally imagine like
Ugh.
somebody's putting you in that position,
Oh.
lock it up.
Mm-mm.
Lock it up.
It's a sushi situation all over again. Sushi situation.
Yeah. Yeah, we're never going back there. I don't think you're ever allowed to go back
I don't
there.
think I'm allowed to come back either.
No, they probably have your picture up in the back. you know, so
She almost threw up.
yeah.
Speaking of, we went out to dinner with Jeremiah and Amber the other night and had sushi.
Hey.
And we tried to have a sake bomb situation, which
Oh,
they'd
God.
never done.
Yeah, so Jeremiah was celebrating. We wanted to take him out to celebrate his like new job change, and so we went out to dinner. And I was like, you know what? We're gonna have some cocktails. We're sitting at Hibachi. We're gonna have fun and just goof off and have a really good time. So I ordered everybody sake bombs. Now, the first thing that they screwed up is they brought out the sake in a rounded base shot glasses,
Mm-hmm.
which means they are completely unpredictable when you try and bang on the table and drop them in between the chopsticks.
Right. Which it did not fare well for me, ladies and gentlemen. I know that's a shocker for everybody.
Really for anybody, it didn't really fare well.
It did more for them than it did for you and I.
I know, which is odd. And I'm not
we
gonna say
got-
we're the pros.
I
but,
think we got real aggressive with the banging, maybe, and they didn't.
I don't know. Like I got to a point, like I banged like 2 or 3 times and mine didn't fucking move, so I literally just picked it up and just dropped it in.
I flicked mine. No, I hit mine.
Yeah, you hit the glass and it flung.
Yeah, it flung all over me.
Yeah.
The sake did. And then finally it hit the glass.
Yeah.
It fell in the glass. And so I tried to chug it and it was straight just beer.
Yeah. Sapporo.
And I
Yeah.
just couldn't get it down.
And then you had the hibachi guy like, drink
Go!
it. Go. Go.
I'm like, sir, I don't need your fucking peer pressure.
Like he was on
Yeah,
one.
he was.
I liked him. He was fun.
He was fun, but damn, I didn't need his judgment.
And then to cap it all off, at the end of his hibachi show, he takes the container
Oh, yeah.
that he keeps sake in for the griddle and all this other stuff. And he looks at us and he's like, you want sake? And I was like, sure. I figured he was going to put it in a glass. He was like, no, open. He literally was like,
He goes,
like shooting it in my mouth. Yeah, like she wasn't ready. Like just everywhere.
and I had just taken a bite of food, so I couldn't partake.
Yeah. So, and he literally goes around the hibachi grill and like shooting it in everybody's mouth. I'm like, bro, you're extra. I like you.
And then the people that sat at the table with us that we didn't know
Yeah.
was making fun of me the whole time.
But why do you think they were making fun of you?
Oh, I know they were.
How so?
Well, when I dumped the sake all over myself and then I chugged beer and it was everywhere,
Yeah.
that started to make them giggle
Yeah.
right then and there. And then I did something else. Oh, the whole broccoli thing.
Oh yeah, he kept trying to throw broccoli in
Chuck
everybody's
broccoli at my
mouth.
face.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get it. Couldn't catch it.
It eventually bounced down in your bra and like
Yeah, I lost it down my shirt.
it was like a kitten snack with your titties later. It go.
I found it. But yeah, everybody got a good laugh.
Yeah, it was good times.
It
It was
really
a lot of
was.
good times, yeah,
We had a lot of fun.
for sure.
Anyway, we talked about, I have something else. I have a whole list.
Oh, you got a list?
I got a list.
I didn't prepare anything this time.
Okay. So this is random,
Okay.
but I ran across this thing that was like Victorian phrases that we should bring back.
Okay.
So I want to read one to you and I want you to tell me what you think it is.
Okay.
Okay, are you ready?
Go.
Giggle mug.
Is that a phrase or just a word?
It's a phrase.
Okay. Can you use it in context?
She has a great giggle mug.
Her face.
Smile.
Smile.
Yeah. Okay, coffee sisters.
That sounds like a 2-girl 1-cup kind of situation.
Oh, ew.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Coffee sisters. Scissor sisters. Use it in context, please.
No, I'm not. Just
But
tell me what you
This
think
is
it is.
This is like Jeopardy.
Like Jeopardy, you're
Yeah.
not answering with a question.
Okay, say it again.
Coffee sisters,
Drinking friends?
besties.
Besties.
Hmm.
Does it directly translate to besties?
It's just was a phrase that used to be used in Victorian times. So
Okay, all right.
somebody
all
would
right.
say, "She's my coffee sister."
Interesting.
Okay, next, champagne weather.
Champagne weather.
Champagne.
Champagne.
Yeah, champagne weather. That was weird.
I love the face you made too. I'm gonna make sure to zoom in on that.
Oh, please do for everybody at home to see.
Yeah. Champagne weather.
This is not what I anticipated it to be.
Honestly, I don't know.
Bad weather. See, I thought it would be like rain.
Bad weather.
Yeah.
It makes sense because you'd want to sit inside and drink champagne.
Oh,
You wouldn't want to be out in the weather.
you really got really analytical with that.
Yeah, that's how my brain works.
Okay. Butter upon bacon.
Butter upon first, it sounds good. Like I'm here for that. We can try that.
Butter upon bacon.
Butter upon bacon.
Sir, would you like your butter upon bacon?
Can you use it in context?
She was a little butter upon bacon.
A little extra.
Too extravagant.
A little
Yeah.
extra. Yeah, too extravagant. All right.
This one really got me. I want to bring this one back.
Okay.
For sure. Evening wheezes.
Evening wheezes.
Wheezes, like George and Wheezy.
Can you use it in context?
I mean, I can, but it's not going to make any sense.
Try it.
Oh, that's a bunch of evening wheezes.
Bunch of bullshit.
Fake news.
Bullshit. Yeah, fake news.
But it's
Okay,
fake news.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
fake
all
news.
I got.
Bunch of evening wheezes.
Evening wheezes. Doesn't that make you happy, though? Isn't that, like, funny?
Like, that's interesting. Like, yeah, evening wheezes. Hello, sir. Tell me about the evening wheezes.
Have you heard the evening wheezes, sir?
Yeah.
Oh, which, by the way, I don't know if everybody knows this, but when I get really stressed out, I turn into a British accent person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a true story.
I think we have talked about that.
I think we
but-
did once or
but
twice.
I still have yet for you to really come out with that, like, during an episode.
Oh, I did that the other night at work.
Did you?
Did I tell you about this?
No.
So I had a patient who was a little confused.
Like
And
most of them are.
I feel like all of them are. Okay. And I was doing something and I bent over. Oh, I was emptying out a Foley. And I stood up and he had said something to me and I couldn't hear it because I have the hearing of a 90-year-old woman, which we'll circle back to that. So I went to step backwards and my foot, I didn't realize, was on the side table that has rollers
Mm-hmm.
and wheels.
Mhm.
And I was doing the splits.
Hmm.
And I was like, hello. Instead of saying, oh shit, hello came out. And he
Okay.
goes, I'm sorry, what? And I go, never mind.
Just ignore me. It's fine.
I said, you didn't see that. And he said, see what? And I said, exactly. I don't really think he did see it, but
Yeah.
it was
I
a
mean-
good time.
I mean, when you're circling the drain, I mean, that's the first thing that goes to mind.
Yeah, well, that is accurate.
So
But no,
let's talk about your hearing.
oh my God, okay. I know I'm just turning 40 in June, but for whatever reason in my mind, I feel like that is so old. Like the other day I was thinking to myself, like this is what I'm talking about. The other day I was thinking to myself, I'm like, God, I'm getting ready to turn 40. I'm like, does that mean like I can't dye my hair color like fun colors anymore? And then I was like, shit, do I need to get a cardiologist? Like, I'm not joking.
Which, by the way, I have a cardiologist.
Well, but you know what I mean? Like, ooh, should I get me a new ophthalmologist? I should get a cardiologist on board. How about a rheumatoid?
Rheumatoid doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, these are the things I'm thinking about. And I don't think we're hitting that age, but why do I feel like in my mind we are?
But the funny thing is, like, I have my own medical team. Like,
You're not making this any better.
No, but
for
I'm just
me.
saying, like, I wasn't even 40 yet, and I have my own medical team. I was what, 38 when that started?
Mm-hmm.
Like when we were concerned about my heart and all that other
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Yeah.
That was my first day of MP school.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
And I was like, oh, I'm going to the hospital. I might
I'm
be
having
having,
a heart
might
attack.
be
I
having a
was
heart
like,
attack.
oh, that's great.
Yeah, I'm just going to drive myself to the hospital.
And that's exactly what I told you not to do.
Yeah.
Like every other time. But
Yeah.
anyway.
It wasn't the first time I've driven
But
myself to
yeah,
the
like,
emergency room.
I know. I feel like I'm 100 years old, though. Why is that?
I think that's become because time becomes more relative the older we get. Like it makes like so when we're teenagers, we're like, oh God, can't wait until we're older and we can do things and drink and stay out until 2 o'clock in the morning and not be adults but be adults essentially, right? And then you feel like that perspective, you're waiting for that and it takes forever to get there. And then you finally get there and you have fun. And then the next thing you know, you're like, oh shit, I'm already 30. This has got to slow down. I need to slow down. And when you start to mentally prepare yourself and start slowing down to take more advantage of the time you do have, then time becomes more present in our minds.
But see, I never went through life like you did. Like, I didn't have the normal stages of life. Like, I got married to my ex-husband 4 days after my 21st birthday. I had the man-child when I was 21 years old. Like, I didn't go out. I didn't do those things. Like, I stayed at home. I was a stay-at-home mom for, like, 8 years. Like,
Right.
I don't think because maybe I lived through those stages of life, like, it's just all hit me now. Does that
Right.
make sense?
Yeah, no, it does. It does. Because, yeah, I mean, you and I had very different backgrounds and upbringings and, life experiences in our teen years and early 20s and late 20s. And, I mean, like I'd moved out of state and done all kinds of things before I was really even, 22, 23 and hadn't been married, didn't have any kids that I know of or, and I just,
That we hope.
yeah. Well, shit. Doing the math here, like,
The math's not mathin'?
well, no. But doing the math here, like, we should be good. We should be good. There should
That's called guy math, right?
yeah. There's no reason
Dick
for
math.
yeah. There's no reason for anybody to be showing up. I mean, we're past 18 years, so fuck off. So, I got nothing for you.
Oh man. But yeah, so also what I was gonna tell you is I feel like I'm losing vision in my right eye
Yeah.
and my hearing's going. And I have officially hit that age where I have to turn down the radio to see better.
Yeah, that happens.
It's like,
It's like,
let me
what's the
turn that-
address? Yeah,
let me turn that down and then
Yeah.
squint.
Pulling into the neighborhood. Oh, where's that address? I got to see that address. I can't focus with the music so loud.
No, I
Yeah.
can't. And then I was thinking the other day about, the people that we thought were old
Mhm.
when we were young are now dying.
Yeah.
Like Gene Hackman.
Yeah. That whole situation's
That was fucking
weird.
weird.
The whole thing's weird.
Yeah, there's a lot to that I don't think we know.
Yeah.
But anyway,
And I was reading something where he left all of his, like his will and everything went to his deceased wife. And then there was no secondary beneficiary, I think.
well, I guess I didn't know this, but he had really, it wasn't dementia or Alzheimer's. It was a different type of cognitive issue, I
Mhm.
believe. And it was so advanced that he actually, they think, was living in the house for over a week with her dead body without realizing she was dead.
Oh, Jesus.
Like he had lost that much time and
Well, isn't it the same kind of issue that like Bruce Willis has right now or
I don't know that it's the same. I know Bruce Willis's is a neurological brain
Right.
issue as well, but Gene Hackman's I believe was more like age related along the lines of like dementia, but I guess his was so bad that I think so she had a heart condition.
Mhm.
And she also had some type of, it wasn't the flu, but it was from rodents.
I don't know.
Yeah, you can get it from rodents, I guess. I can't remember what it was called, but she was super sick and her heart started to act up. And they're thinking he actually was looking for her medication that she would take in those situations.
Mhm.
And he was just roaming the house for days and then
Jeez.
died.
Because he wasn't feeding himself, he wasn't
He had no concept of time, I don't
Yeah.
believe. And then the dog died too, and the crate next to her is
Be-
starved to death.
Yeah, because he was just
He wasn't
not
with
there.
it. Yeah. Also, I find it weird that his daughter his two daughters were not like upset or sad about it at all.
Yeah.
And then they came out saying like they hadn't talked to him in months because they had a falling out with him and the wife.
Yeah. It's weird.
Very weird. Anyway, that's
Sketch as
not.
fuck.
I didn't come here for that, but you know what I mean. Like I just thought that was weird. But the people who we felt like Bruce Willis,
Yeah.
that like I feel like Bruce Willis has been older than us for a very long time. Like I've always seen him as old, if that makes sense.
Yeah, because like if you look at go back and look at like Die Hard, right?
That's what. Yeah, I was thinking.
All
about.
right, when we were kids and seeing that movie and whatnot,
Like he was old to us.
he like even though he was like late 20s, early 30s when he did that movie, like he seemed like he was much older, like in his 40s.
Which I also find interesting that people in the 80s look way older than we do at the same age.
Right.
I find that very interesting.
It's
But-
all the hormones and the GMO and
All that red dye
all that bullshit in the food.
that we just eat all the time. But
Yeah,
anyway,
fuck it. Yeah.
but I found that interesting. And then somebody said the other day, Lady Gaga was a certain generation's Madonna. Like Lady Gaga would have been our generation's Madonna. And now Chapel Roan is the new generation's Lady Gaga. Does that make sense?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, it's cyclical. I mean, you have the different generations have different
I know, but it
things.
makes me feel so old. I need a cardiologist now.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea.
Pulmonologist, cardiologist. Just give me the works,
Yeah,
man.
we just need to get you your own medical team. I mean, I've got a medical team that I can share with you.
You know some people?
Yeah,
I might know a few too.
I got some people. Don't worry.
I mean,
Shh, I got people.
don't make it weird.
Yeah,
But yeah, I just thought I'd share that with you.
yeah,
I find that interesting.
yeah. But I mean, we are getting older.
I know, and I hate it so much. And then you look at like these young guys and you're like, well, you don't, but I'm like, oh, he's hot. And then I'm like, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Or even better, you pulled up to my work the other day, looked through the window,
I did.
and you were like, "Who's that young guy behind the desk back there? He looks pissed off. He's like staring at me and blah 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 blah."
No, I said he mean mugged me the
Or,
whole time
yeah,
I was
yeah,
pulling
mean mugged
in.
you. With that's just his face, by the way.
Well, and also, I mean, I couldn't see.
Yeah. Well, you can't see anything.
Well, I can't see anyway. Yeah.
But
Can't ever find my glasses.
I found your glasses today.
I know, but
Yeah.
anyway, go on.
But you look at him and you're like, "Who's that?" Like he looks young, and I'm like, "That's
He's
my
my
boss."
boss. And I go, oh,
Yeah. And I look at Elissa and I'm like, he's like 2 years older than me. So you either think I look really fucking young or I'm really fucking old looking.
hey, I got to say this though, and not to toot my own horn, but everybody at work, seriously, either they're really all lying to me and they're just fucking with me and I'm feeding into it, or they're serious. Nobody can believe that A, I have an 18-year-old,
Mhm.
and B, that I am as old as I am.
Mhm.
And I'm like, it's got to be my personality just keeping me young. Just because I act 12, guys, doesn't mean I am. I'm serious.
I know. But you know what? Even where you were working before, they did the same thing.
I know, but
Like-
now it's a whole group of new people that have no idea. And it's like every time somebody's like, no, what?
Yeah.
So finally, I got to the point where I'm like, well, how old do you think I am?
Yeah. Just ask the question.
I've gotten some wild ones now.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Like, okay, what's the youngest?
23.
Really?
Yeah, I got 23 the other day.
Yeah.
Granted, she was 12, I'm sure, but I still took it. I still appreciated it.
What was the oldest?
40.
Okay, so pegged it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I mean, I still didn't like that. But for the most part, they are all probably 90% of them are all way younger than, like, they think I'm way younger than I am.
I wonder how that would go if they looked at me.
I don't know. But so anyway, the question usually
Just
goes,
blow over.
no,
just blow past me.
no, that's not what my God.
Just messing
It's
with
not
you.
always about you, Jason.
God.
No, but then they'll ask me like they've heard me talk about you and stuff and like what you do and us having, this podcast and stuff. And they're like, what's your husband look like? And I'm like, you would never put the two of us together. And they're like, what do you mean? And I'm like, my husband's very business. straight laced, no tattoos. And they're like, what? And I'm like, yeah.
Yet.
Yeah, guys, I think I have him talked into one.
No, I just all of a sudden the urge from like in my early 20s has kind of like circled back.
Was it because were you jealous because I'm about to get a Mrs. Doubtfire tattoo? You
Not
were
so-
like,
you know,
oh.
I'm not so jealous about that. You know, I think that's pretty cool. I dig it.
I mean, I'm a
You
pretty
know.
cool gal.
You know, I really want you to put it on your ass cheek so I can stare at it when I'm.
Okay, stop.
What?
This is not a family-friendly show. However, let's not.
Just saying. Hello.
That's exactly what it looks like, too.
Yeah.
Somebody was asking me about my tattoos, and I was like, I really didn't get my first real visible one until I was 30. And
then you went all out. It was like,
well, no, I
fucking
really
sleeve and-
thought really hard about what I wanted. And now I'm at the age now where I'm like, life's too short. Let's have some fun.
Yeah.
So I'm getting a cartoon Mrs. Doubtfire tattoo.
that has the plastered. Like,
yeah, the
face.
meringue face
the
on it.
meringue
It's
face.
hilarious. I can't wait. I think Lacey's going to get one too.
That would be cool.
Yeah, I think we're coffee sisters.
That still doesn't sound right. That sounds just kind of weird.
I read a thing the other day. It was like, are you really truly best friends if you've never been accused of being in a sexual relationship with each other? And I sent it to Lacey. She was like, oh, true story.
Yeah, in good old Indiana fashion. Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it is.
No, we're not scissor sisters.
Oh no, we're just besties.
No.
She's
What was the word for besties?
coffee sisters.
Was it coffee sisters?
Yeah, it was coffee
oh,
sisters.
okay. All right. I'm sorry.
He's already forgotten. Shit.
See, I'm
That's
getting
how
older.
old we
And this
are.
is I have a neurologist on staff too.
And I
okay?
have neuropathy, damn it.
Yeah, I do.
I know you do.
God, fucking diabetes. God damn it.
Okay, Wilford Brimley. Ugh. Getting old sucks. That's all I got.
Yeah. But in some ways it doesn't. And the reason I say that is like the older we get, the more we learn, the wiser we get, I feel like. And
See, that's where I think you're wrong.
we get to make better decisions. But we also get to make better decisions to have more fun, if that makes sense.
Well, I don't agree with that fully because that is not the way I've lived my life at all. And continue to live it.
Like feral squirrel.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I've ever become smarter about anything.
I think you have, but
Oh, well, that's very sweet of you.
that's just me. I'm kind of partial.
You're just trying to be a scissor sister.
Well, yeah. I am definitely a lesbian.
Well, let's be honest. That's
Yeah.
good.
Let's be honest.
Oh, shit.
But no, I feel like as we get older, we've made good strides in our life over the past 3-4 years and gotten to some really good places and had more experiences and been able to do more freely than what we did years prior because we've learned from previous mistakes or learned from previous experiences or whatever it might be. And it's put us in a place where we know like it's a better path. It's like learning the maze for the mousetrap. You figured out where the cheese is and where the mousetrap is.
You really came in with like a 90-year-old version of this whole story, and I appreciate that. You lost me somewhere along the way.
Do you need a neurologist?
I probably do need a neurologist.
Okay.
No, you guys, I'm just going to keep living my life like butter upon bacon.
Yeah. Butter on bacon.
Butter upon bacon.
Butter upon bacon.
Are you
And-
writing it down?
Yep.
Shut up. You're that old?
Yep. Butter upon bacon. Oh, and before we go, we need to talk about the terrorist. The fluffy fucking terrorist we
Oh
have in
my
our house.
God. She has taken this house by hostage. She belongs in federal prison.
Yeah. No. It's not just a federal prison. It's a fucking black site. Like, she needs to be... This is like some Call of Duty shit. Like, she needs to dis-a-fucking-peer.
In case you're confused, we're definitely talking about Opal,
Opal.
that
Good
we
old
also
Opal.
call Ope.
Opie.
So Opal,
Dirt.
yeah, dirt. somehow we woke up this morning with a new hole in the carpet
Mm-hmm.
and a huge giant picture hanging halfway off the wall
Mm-hmm.
that we're really not sure how that happened.
Nope.
And what else did we have the pleasure of coming home to?
Last night, after a wonderful dinner with you and Mom, we came home to my awesome massaging recliner, my power recliner.
Because he's 100 years old.
Yeah, my back fucking hurts. I can't help
And
it.
it heats up too.
Yeah, it heats up too. Yeah, neck support. Yeah, I go see
Neck
the
support.
I go see the chiropractor. I mean, Jesus, yeah. I've got staff, okay?
I got staff.
I got staff. She had chewed through the wiring.
Yep.
And not just any wiring, like the special custom one-off wiring specifically for this chair. Okay? Now, I'm sure she's probably electrocuted herself at this point in time 5, 6, 7, 20 times. I don't know. But she continues to come back for more. So she's a fucking freak of nature.
Oh, but she is, because just the other day we found out she chewed through an Ethernet cable for the internet.
Yeah, like Mom was working and she was like, "Oh my God, do you have internet?" Yeah.
Oh, look, the Ethernet cable's chewed in half.
Yep. So what did I have to do at 10 o'clock at night?
Yep, had to do that.
Rewire Ethernet cable, network cable.
Then we found that Mom's power cord to her chair has been nibbled into.
Yep. So I had to rewire that.
So now yours has now been nibbled into.
Yep. And now today we came home and it had been ripped out of the repair.
Yeah. And then, wait, we forgot, she ate a whole Snickers bar last night.
Yeah. And ripped her backpack off
And
the
ate,
chair.
ate my backpack.
Yeah.
Ate the zipper off.
Literally ate your fucking homework.
Yeah.
Like, so today, Dog Dad here decided to go.
Plant Papa.
Yeah, Plant Papa, Dog Dad, whatever you want to call me. It's cool. I went to PetSmart and I dropped over $100 on the most aggressive fucking toys we could find
For chewers.
for chewers, right? And it's 3 toys. I mean,
Mhm.
just stupid how expensive this shit is.
Mm-hmm.
That seemed to have worked.
And then we get home and she's chewed the cord.
And the reason being, because she lost the fucking toy underneath one of the fucking, cabinets.
Oh, I thought one of the other dogs had it.
No, it rolled underneath one of the cabinets. And she couldn't get to it, so.
So she chewed on something else.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Y'all, we need help. Somebody send Caesar Milan our way. This bitch needs to. Listen, I love her and I would never get rid of her.
For sure.
But I can hear Sarah McLachlan in the background right now as we speak.
Oh, yeah. Like, every time I come in the house and there's something destroyed, I literally hear that song play. Like, it's like the anthem of puppy terrorism.
I don't understand it.
I don't either. But hopefully, now I'm going to have to make, covers for things so that it doesn't roll underneath things.
You had to make a whole guardrail system around Mom's bed so she
Yep.
couldn't get under there.
So the
and
dog
chew
can't get
anything.
underneath the bed. Nope.
Well, also, Mac has also shit on that register under her bed. She kept going, it smells real bad in here.
Yeah, it
And
smells
she-
like shit in my
and she
bedroom.
kept going, and then you moved her bed for something, to do something.
We were moving her room around. And
Oh, yeah. And there was shit caked on the register.
And down in the register vent.
It's happened twice.
Yep. Good old Mac.
Oh, my God. We have the worst luck, guys.
But you know what? Every single one of them was a rescue.
From a bad situation.
Right.
Now,
You would think they would be grateful.
You would think that they would realize that that's the life they could have, and this is what they got.
Right. Like, your ass could have gone to the pound. Or worse, already done crossed the Rainbow Bridge. But no, we took
No.
you in. We love you. We want you to survive and thrive.
We can't stand you, but we love you.
Right. It's like it's like that, how do I put it? It's like, you know how some people don't do well with stepchildren?
Mm-hmm.
Right. It's that same kind of concept. It's like, you love them, but you're just like, get the fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just aggravating.
Yeah.
Now, that's obviously not the case with me and the kid, but it's just frustrating because you just give the dog
Give
so
and give and
much.
give, yeah.
Here, have the toys. Here, have the treats. Here, have the this. Here, have the anxiety treats that are $15 for a bag
Yeah,
of 10.
he gives
like-
them special treats in the morning that
like-
calms them down.
Right. Like, just anything natural remedies, special expensive shit. You know?
Melatonin.
Yeah, melatonin. I mean, hell, she's eating fucking yucca treats to keep her from eating her own shit at this point in time.
Yeah.
We've shifted over to the $100 a bag dog food to try and make their digestive systems better.
Did I tell everybody about the frozen nugget?
Frozen nugget.
Yeah, about how Opal was laying out in the yard, and I was like, oh, look at her. She's so cute, remember?
Oh, yeah.
And I took a picture. I was like, she's chewing on a piece of wood, which gets on my nerves anyway.
Right.
Because they pull the wood off the wood rack, and she comes up, and I make her drop it, and then I look, and it's a fucking frozen turd.
Yeah, it's a poopsicle.
And then we lost Mac the other day in the wood manger.
Yeah, he decided to climb up in there.
He was king of the hill.
Yeah. He blended in, just a little tater.
He's the same color.
Little tater. He's a tater in a wood rack.
So then we have Mom outside. You didn't see it, but the other day she come outside, cigarette like this. No
Just
shit.
hanging.
No, like a walrus tooth. And she goes, God damn it, son of a bitch. I will get your ass in here. And she's screaming. I go, Mom, we have neighbors. I don't give a shit. I'm not joking. And I'm
That's
like,
the best impression I think I've ever seen.
I go, sit down. She's
And
like,
for anybody that's like not watching this episode on YouTube, you need to watch this on YouTube, okay? Because it's worth it.
I demonstrated with a pen.
Yeah.
But she's out there talking, having a whole damn conversation with her cigarette out her mouth, screaming. Neighbors are outside. I'm like, God damn it. This is why we are the white trash of the neighborhood. And nobody believes me, but here we are.
Yeah.
Just
walking around.
Well, guys, with that, ladies and gents,
We're going to wrap up
we're
on
going to
that.
call it a day. You know what I mean? Cigarette and all. Or, well, pen, really.
Yeah.
We actually have to go get the assholes because I'm sure they are driving my mother insane right about now.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But, she's nice enough to watch them. And
Well, we
can-
talked to you guys.
Right. So
They're not listening to them bark.
It's like a little mini vacation from the assholes. Like, just get away just for a minute.
Maybe I need to go to federal prison for a vacation.
It's like incessant toddlers.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
it's like herding toddlers.
Yeah, it's worse than that, I think. Which I don't know what's worse.
Herding toddlers chasing cats
Oh, that's a good one. Or puppies.
or puppies.
Yeah.
Well, puppies typically come back. Cats are like, fuck this, I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't know.
I love the sound effect.
I don't know what is up. The sound effects are free today
Welcome to the Adventures of E.
with sound effects. It's like VH1 pop-up video.
Yeah.
Do you remember watching that? Yeah. Pop-up video.
Yep.
I love that show.
I know, I did too.
How do we not have VH1 with our cable package, by the way?
We do have VH1.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't.
Baby, I was watching it the other night. I was watching The Matrix Revolutions on that
Mm-mm.
fucking channel. Promise you.
Then why don't we have it's CMT then that we don't have?
Yeah, see, nobody wants CMT. That's
Well, no, I
garbage.
don't want CMT, but sometimes they have really good movies on there, and I'll click it, and I'm like, fuck, we don't have that of all the other channels that we have.
Like if they put on a movie and you see it in the guide and you're like, oh, I want to watch that movie, we have every other known imaginable streaming service that you can pull that movie from.
That's fair. Which, by the way, guys, I just signed up for Hulu because I wanted to watch the Fox Hollow Murders. If you're from Indiana, you should totally watch it.
Well, and I'm actually excited that you signed up for Hulu because the new Alien Earth show,
What the fuck is that?
the movie Alien? Aliens
God.
with Sigourney Weaver and all that other stuff. This is an extension of that, and it's actually a show, an episodic show that's coming to FX and
Who the
Hulu.
fuck thought of this?
I don't know, but I'm very excited for this.
I am not.
I love that kind of shit.
When is that shit gonna stop? Is it never going to end?
When is what going to stop?
The Alien movies.
No, because they keep reproducing. I mean, have you seen their life cycle with the face huggers and the eggs? Like, they just keep coming.
You know it's fake, right?
Yeah, I know.
I hate to bust your bubble, but I just needed to make sure you knew that.
I know. But that's why it keeps coming.
Oh my God. All right. Now we're gonna go, guys, because I'm gone.
Yeah.
I don't have no business listening to any of this.
Yeah, you're tired. It's getting late. And
It is late for us.
yeah, because we're fucking old.
We are old. All right, guys, with that, we're so glad that you came back for another episode. We can't wait to come back Well, that didn't make no sense.
That's okay.
For
That's
the
okay.
next one. We can't wait for the
Yeah.
next one.
And please, 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 please go to the website. Get you a T-shirt. They are limited production. We are making them by hand. These are
Jason's making
made
them.
by hand.
Because I
Okay.
just show up, guys.
I'm straight up fucking Mr. Mom in it right now. Okay. I'm Michael Keatoning it for the win.
Oh my God.
All right. I am the producer.
He's
I'm the
everything.
manager. Like I'm everything.
I just show up.
Yeah, you are the talent. That's why I'm like the
The talent.
semi-famous co-host.
Why can't we make it big in the UK, but we can't crack the United States? What the fuck is up with that?
Are we too sophisticated? Do we need to dumb it down a little bit?
I'm pretty dumb already. Like, for real.
I mean,
It doesn't get much worse than what I have. I mean, I just put a pen in my mouth and pretended it was a cigarette to mock my mom.
I know that's very USA, Merca.
Merca.
But I feel like we talk about some serious serious things sometimes that I don't know. Maybe just strike a chord elsewhere more than they do here in the States. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe my hashtags suck. Maybe I need to get better at that.
Somebody was like, "You need to get on TikTok." I said, "Honey, I'm too old for that."
We're on
shit."
TikTok.
Oh yeah,
We have a TikTok channel.
I knew that.
I posted like go-kart videos and all kinds of other stuff on TikTok.
I know. I told somebody, I was like, telling them about my T-Rex costume, and they were all excited. And they're like, "You should have your husband take a video." I'm like, "I'm sure he will."
Yep.
Just like the last one, he had me out here looking like Uncle Fester.
I am the social media guy.
Yeah, but you got to get better with them camera angles, man.
What camera?
You got
angles?
me out here looking like Uncle Fester 90% of the time.
Oh, come on now. Like the helmet when we were in Tennessee and you got the
Was
helmet.
terrible.
That was epic.
Nobody wanted to see up my nose, and that's exactly what happened. I'm serious.
That was epic.
These fuckers will tell you.
It's epic.
You not only have a better camera angle than I do, but
Nope.
you are terrible
No.
with pictures,
No.
sir. You think you're great. It's not.
No.
It's not great.
All right, everybody. If I suck that much, tell me.
They're not going to tell you because they don't tell us nothing ever.
I know they don't communicate. Like there's a few of them.
Yeah.
A few fans that we communicate with on a regular basis, and
Or will text me.
Yeah, and we become kind of friends with
Yeah.
and whatnot, which is very, very cool. We really enjoy that. But yeah, like I mean, we've got some followers and we've got some fans, but we'd love to hear more from them. You know, maybe some shit to talk about that they want us to talk about. You know,
Or maybe we've already talked about it all.
you know, your hot takes on their topics.
Maybe we've exhausted them, or I have already.
Yeah,
That's probably what's happened.
fair. It's possible.
I'm a lot to take. Okay. All right, guys. With that, we are going to go. Thank you so much. We can't wait to talk to you again. And with that, we out. Bye.
Thanks, everybody, for listening. Make sure to share and like us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/The Adventures of E and on YouTube at www.youtube.com/@Adventures of E. See you next time.